whether you on your hobo type of time, you're homeless, or you living a life of a minimalist. I'm gonna show you what you need, right? I'm not gonna pull everything out because my backpack, you pretty much see it. So I don't feel like going all in my bag and getting everything out. So I'm gonna speak and I'm gonna just show you. Just use your imagination. So first and foremost, if you're gonna be homeless, you're gonna be living on the streets, especially if you're not gonna be living inside a car. You're literally gonna be out here. Uh, always keep plastic bags, big bags and small bags, and fold them up. And the reason why you need your big bags and garbage bags: one, in case it rain; two, you can create an overhead, make a poncho; three, also if you got dirty clothes or anything like that, you want to keep the rest of your materials fresh. You can wrap up your dirty laundry, right? One, which is number one, which we'll make it number two. But you want to make sure you do get a reliable, strong book sack. Now, this happened due to going through security and shit at St. Croix, and they was hating I was leaving the island. And they poked a damn hole in my bag, which made it bigger. But I've been thugging with this bag for a long time. So you want to make sure you got a sturdy, durable book sack. Uh, especially one that got like the little straps and stuff that could go across your chest, that could keep your posture right when you're carrying all your luggage or your goddamn Ninja Turtle. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is you want to always keep a tennis ball with you. You could use any surface, a wall, use the ground to rub any aches out your feet, out your back, or your sides. So you always want to keep a tennis ball, right? Hold on, y'all. So the next thing you want is make sure you got your weapon. You want to make sure you got a long range weapon and a short range weapon. Animals and weirdos, creeps, motherfuckers scheming and shit. So always make sure you got a weapon. And as long as you got that weapon, you want to make sure that they don't know you have it. That's the best thing. I don't know what's up with these new kids. Always letting you know what you got, what they got and shit. The next thing is having your documents, right? When you got your documents and stuff like that, you want to make sure everything is wrapped up and everything is protected, right? Because you don't want uh anything happening and shit like that. So you want to always make sure you got your documents wrapped up. Which I'm about to order a new social security card, a new birth certificate anyway. So moving down the line, you want one of these. You want a scrubby to wash your body with. And I mean, if you don't use the scrubber, you could get a loafer or something like that. You might need to wipe your ass, you know what I'm saying? But you need to have some wipes with you. Always keep wipes. Wipes is needed and necessary. Um, always keep a marker and a pen with you. You never know when you gotta leave a message or you might have to take notes or leave a little stamp or post about where you've been and where you're going. Now I don't know if I said this one, but this one is definitely this is required. This should come with the book pack, the backpack. You need a tarp, right? You need a tarp for all type of situations to make sure if you got a tent, it don't poke holes in it. If the ground get wet, or even if it could be used as an overhead, like literally, it just rained today, and I use my tarp to keep me covered. But I gotta get a new tarp because it got little holes all over throughout the bit. So it's time for a new tarp, new book sack. It's just time to get some new camping gear. But we not here for me. We here for the people, right? Give y'all a little navigation if y'all go through this situation. And don't stress yourself out. That's rule number one. Don't stress yourself out. Just know that you're about to walk into a world full of creativity that you never had to utilize in your life before. You're about to become very creative, right? So don't stress yourself out. Um, next I would say, like I said, you need a tarp. Multiple reasons to cover your stuff, protect it from dust, protect it from the elements, the rain. even can block the sun out when you need some shade, right? But it get hot over time being under that plastic. So being a tarp, having a tarp is A1. I suggest you have a tarp. Even if you don't have a tent, you can fold your tarp and create a tent. Like it literally rained. I didn't have no overhead whatsoever. I used my bike, and then I found a little lawn chair that I slept in. I slept from maybe like 4 o'clock to 7 something, maybe 7:50. Once I felt the drips coming through my tarp, and it woke me up. But I was sleeping good as a bitch, and I woke up cold as a motherfucker because it was raining hard as a bitch. But my tarp kept me dry. Only thing I wet is my socks and shit. Let's talk about socks. You want to make sure you always keep an extra pair of socks because your motherfucking feet are going to turn to grilled cheese. You're going to be walking on grilled cheese sandwiches. So keeping extra socks and taking care of feet hygiene is a must, right? So keep your hygiene bag, right? I got my toothbrush. I got extra toothbrushes. I got a tongue scraper. I got floss. I got uh my cold press charcoal. I brush my teeth with. I don't use Colgate, none of that shit. Yes, man. Keep your hygiene up. Your soap, whatever you need, whatever kind of soap you like to use. I like to use. It just depends on what I'm lugging around. But I like to use liquid soap. But having liquid soap, you want to take this little piece of a plastic bag and then wrap it around the top and then put the top back on so that no liquid come out if you're going to use liquid soap. But also if you're going to use the regular hand soap, that's good as well. Less mess and to take up less space. So you want to make sure whenever you packing whenever you packing you compact your compartments, and you want to travel light and travel with less. So moving on to the next thing. We talked about what you need with hygiene and stuff like that. Always keep your little face towel so you can wash your face, wash your body down. It's my towel right here. It's my face towel. It's my whole body towel. Let's be real with it. I just rinse it out and as best as possible. So the next thing you need is candles in case power go out or anything happen. You want to read your book late at night, or you want to sleep sacred. You want to keep you some candles, and also you need a good ass lighter. Not only that, you want to make sure that you have if you have a wallet or a purse, keep a box of matches in there too. But make sure you wrap your matches up in a Ziploc bag so they don't get wet or moist or any damages, because you want to need those. And the best thing as being homeless or being a hobo or being a minimalist is always saving things and stashing things for later. I always been thinking myself lately because I've been saving things. I normally be running through shit. It's just me. But I learned that I had to preserve a lot of things, especially snacks and food and candles and stuff, because it be situations and times, you know what I'm saying? And then I go on my backpack, I check out my gear, because I got like a little bag that's wrapped up with gear, like with toothbrushes, candles. I got like 2 or 3 shower curtains. Now the shower curtains is used to make sure if I was to sit anything on the ground or want to sit on a dirty surface, I could pull out the shower curtain, which I purchased for $1, right? So, and also if I need to use it to cover up my things and I left them somewhere, which I don't advise, but sometimes you get tired of walking around with your life on your back, so sometimes you stash it in the stash spot, which is risky because all your shit in there. But you can use a shower curtain to cover that up, right? So I got like 3 shower curtains. I got some candles, some extra toothbrushes, and I got like an extra bar of soap. I got some batteries and stuff like that, a couple knickknacks. So the most vital things that I suggest you keep if you're going to be out here, a good sturdy ass backpack. You need some transportation. You need some wheels. Like the next investment I'm gonna get is I'm gonna buy one of those skateboards where you could control the speeds and shit like that. Those electric skateboards and shit like that. They going for like 200 something, 160 probably if I get a cheap one or something. But I want to get the best of the best. But I got this bike when I came out here in this town. It's like every time I come to a new town or something, they always leave a bike out for me. That's the way the Matrix, this system and this program be leaving me little trinkets and shit. I don't just go and steal nobody bike and shit. Fucking bikes be sitting there for weeks with no chain, and I've asked about it and it is mine. So transportation, like I said, I'm gonna get once I get my funds up and shit. Because what I'm doing now is I'm refreshing all of my gear. I have to. It's time. It's necessary. Got to get a new backpack, new tarp. Got to get a new cell phone and some headphones. And either I'm gonna get a tent or I'm going to get a sleeping bag. Either one is required because it's getting a little nippy out here and shit. So I need something from the wind coverage at nighttime so I could get some great rest. Because being cold at night ain't gonna do it. Being wet at night ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Now I normally be having my little spots and shit, but it rained. And it don't really rain that much out here in this area that I'm at. But here go the police pulling up and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why another thing, you always want to make sure you got your shit packed and shit. In case these dick suckers and shit want to pull up and start some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They always searching for something. Ain't nothing going on, bitch. Ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't come over here and don't come fuck with me, bitch. So always make sure you got your gear situated. You always got it packed so you can just get up and go. Cause you don't want to have to talk to these fucking fuck niggas and these police, and they know your situation and they know what they doing. So moving on. Uh, this is my hand crank radio. I did drop it, so I gotta fix it. Cause I had like the little knob in there on the side and shit, but I was trying to get off the scene, do the gang stalking and shit, and I was rushing and I dropped it. And I messed a couple pieces off my hand crank radio. So you want to have a hand crank radio, multiple reasons. You can hear what's going on. It ain't the best, but you could at least get like fucking 2% to make a quick emergency phone call and get your little music in. You know what I'm saying? Also, at the same time, you can hand crank it to charge it up. You can use the solar panel part to charge it up, and it also comes with a light. And that's another vital element that you need is light. You need a flashlight, you need a backup flashlight, and you need batteries. Because your cell phone is not going to always be able to work for you or work with you. You understand what I'm saying? So I think I pretty much covered everything. If you want to be out here, you know, you want to make sure that you have a water purification system, water pills, or the purification straw. Make sure that you have some type of fire so you could cook your food. You could keep yourself warm. So a fire starter, a flint fire starter. I gotta get one of those as well. And either some candles, backup lighter. You never want to just be out here with just one with the tires you got. You always want to have some type of spare tires in the form of fashions. You're gonna need specific things. So the most vital things I say you need while you out here: a sturdy backpack, some water, some food, your medication. You need a weapon. You need your first aid kit. I got a first aid kit in my bag as well. Make sure you got all your hygiene needs and shit, cause you don't want your hygiene and your health dropping. And like I said, a weapon, a tarp, a backpack, and some good transportation. That's the couple vital things you need, and everything else is uh dealing with how your life revolves in your life. You know what I'm saying? How you spend your motherfucking spalding on your fingertip. But like, share, comment, subscribe, man. I want to thank everybody that made it this far with me. We gonna come out with some more hobo bobo videos soon. Me cooking, me talking, me sharing my life, how I'm out here in the streets. You know, giving y'all another view besides out my eyes and out my mouth. Let y'all record and see how I'm thugging out here and shit. But yeah, man, I can't complain. Would like to go into an environment where I could have some heat blowing on me and shit. I ain't gonna lie, I would like to get a motel room for like a night or two, so I could reboot, restart, stretch out, have some food right there. You know what I'm saying? And just let my mind heal, let my body heal. You know, hopefully the hotel motel got a bathtub or some shit I could soak in. Oh, another thing, you need to get you some shades too. This is the most important thing if you're going to be hobo bobo or you're going to be homeless out in the streets living life as a minimalist. You need shades and you need fucking a tarp. See, the tarp also provides a sense of privacy. You know what I'm saying? You could wrap yourself around that bitch, wrap you around it. You know what I'm saying? Build a little, you know. Oh, and you want to keep you some strings too, some bungee cord or some strings. You never know when you gotta hang shit up. You gotta create certain things, right? You need to hang your tarp up, right? So you always need string. I forgot to mention that. That's a very important, vital element as well, right? But yeah, man, this tarp, it provides privacy, and you also want some shades to keep motherfuckers out your face, because it's like motherfuckers just want to stare at you all fucking day. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say, hey, talk nice when you're talking with your eyes, but motherfuckers be trying to talk to you crazy and shit. So for your peace of mind, a tarp is going to be everything. If you don't have a goddamn tent, cause see, with that tarp, you could just get up and go. That tent, you gotta unpack and unstrap and all type of shit. But you know, it be needed though. You know, to each his own. Cause this area that I'm at, the mosquitoes not that bad, but they get bad when you go to certain spots and shit. Right. So that's why you want that tarp, dog. You do not want to get wet whatsoever. You feel me? So I don't want to hold y'all. My tarp didn't dry up, so I'm pretty much about to wrap my shit up, and I'm about to probably leave the spot because the police done pulled up over here. And if I sit over here, I'm pretty much they gonna pull up over here again. They been on my ass lately like a motherfucker. Like yesterday, I done had 2 interactions with them. So yeah, I'm about to pack my shit up and I'm about to shake the spot. I just wanted to make this video for anybody that's out here, that's about to be out here, that just want to see the life from a different point of view. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and wrap my shit up, and then I'm about to go ahead and shake the spot. I gotta go bake some brownies. You know, take a number two, and then work on some videos and stuff like that. Now, I could get to the library, but I'm not about to ride in this rain too much, and I don't feel like being around people today. Today gonna pretty much be a slow day. Hopefully the sun come out, which I know it will. I'm gonna force it out. But yeah, man. Nah, I guess the next video that I'm gonna come out with for hobo bobo and homelessness is gonna be about tips and things you can utilize a maneuver to make it easier for you, right? So this is what I have for y'all, man. The basics that you need. You know what I'm saying? You basically could see it. You know, I done basically showed y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is my little box I had set on side my bike seat to build an overhead so I don't get soaking wet and all my shit. Which I did pretty good, man. I didn't get too wet. You know what I'm saying? Hoodie got a little moist in it, but it ain't nothing. It ain't hurt nothing. But yeah, man, I ain't want to be no chatty patty. I didn't want to hold y'all. I just wanted to show, you know what I'm saying, what's required, what's going to help you keep a fucking peace of mind, man. Keep some sanity, because you already out here. You know what I'm saying? So really being out here raw and having nothing, that's a bad. You know, but at least if you got your little knickknacks and stuff like that, it'll cause you a little peace of mind, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you got like notebooks, you know, you could be in your diary or, you know, in your journal and stuff like that. That's another couple of things required too. I got to get a new notebook and a new journal, because mine's getting pretty much full. Like I said, I'm about to go ahead and get brand new equipment all the way, but you see, I got my notebooks and shit when I be writing my music, and I be taking my notes and stuff when I drop y'all videos, because you know I don't like to just talk about things I don't know. I had to live it or witness it, or I'm going through it my motherfucking self. You feel me? But let me get the fuck up out of here, man. About to go bake those brownies. Had some ice cream last night, so it got to come out. probably be the last ice cream I get, unless it's gonna be some vegan homemade shit. My body was like, yeah, you learned your lesson.